a presidency becomes a wailing wailer. President Muhammadu Buhari's special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, was credited with introducing the phrase wailing wailers into the country's political lexicon. Though he has no copyright claims, the catchphrase being one of the resistance names adopted by the legendary Jamaican reggae virtuosi Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Bonnie Wailer for their band in the 1960s before it was later changed to the Wailers. Additional, nevertheless, deploy it as a rhetorical pawn to resort critics on the administration, no matter how constructive. The presidency deployed the attack phrase maximally. Anyone who disagrees with any government policy was labeled derisively as a wailing wailer. Any attempt to proffer an alternative viewpoint, no matter how well intended, attracted most contemptuously the wailing wailer tag. But the table seems to have turned as insecurity has spiraled out of control, with governors warning that Boko Haram terrorists are only 200 kilometers away from Abuja and frightening senators weeping during plenary. The presidency has become the new wailing wailer. Suddenly and presidency has become Nigerians' distractor-in-chief rather than assuring these distraught Nigerians that his government is capable of securing their lives and properties. Officials are willing that some unnamed people are plotting to overthrow the government. On Tuesday, Additional wailed that Buhari's government is threatened. Curiously, the alarm came a day after the military pledged that it would not overthrow Buhari. Acting Director, Defense Information, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu has assured a jittery presidency that the military has no intention of taking over power again in Nigeria, pointing out correctly that despite tough times, democracy was the only way to go and military rule was no longer fashionable. The assurance came 2 days after the Department of State Services (DSS) made a similar pledge, but the pledge apparently didn't assuage the contrived anxiety in the presidency. Undigbo have a saying that a man adept at chopping off people's head is always uncomfortable when anyone wielding a machete stags menacingly or otherwise behind. Buhari knows about treason. On December 31st, 1983, he led a band of coup plotters to overthrow the democratically elected government of President Shehu Shagari. But why complain when all the government, which has the monopoly of the instrument of coercion has to do, since it claims to know the culprits in his arrest and hold them before a court of competent jurisdiction? The fact that the past leaders working with foreigners that the presidency is accusing of orchestrating the subliminal plot to forcefully sack the president from office have not been rounded up indicate that the allegation is nothing but mere speculations. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes people will bring up topic that will be very interesting and laughable. And what you think that will come out of that article, that is not what you see. Now, like what Femi Adesina is talking about, that the presidency has become a wailing wailer. Is it the presidency talking about the people in authority that are becoming the wailing wailer, or the citizens? That is not clear to me. But the people, that are mostly wailing for the action of this government are the masses. No doubt they are wailing. Then Femi Adesina should have asked himself, why is the citizen that a man is leading are wailing? Why people are wailing over the government of President Muhammadu Buhari? Then if people are wailing, it doesn't mean there is something wrong. It doesn't mean there is something that is not done. Do you understand? So Femi Adesina, who is the advisor to the president, should have advised the president on what to do to tackle the insecurity problems that is plaguing this country. See, I love one thing of the people of old. We're talking about King Pharaoh in those days. When God pronounced 10 plagues to plague the country, he started number 1, number 2 until the 10th time. But the man was still hiding his heart. But God decided what to do. And when God did it, he changed his heart to allow the people to go. But the point I want to make in that extent is that the Pharaoh's official, they keep on coming to him. See, can't you see that Egypt is destroyed? Allow the people to go. If you hold them more than this, the country of Egypt will be entirely destroyed. Allow them to go. The associates were cancelling the king on the right issue. And when he allowed them to go, peace returned to Egypt. But I wonder why those people that are surrounding President Muhammadu Buhari cannot cancel him on what is good. They always tell him on what is evil. And when he do it, then we bounce back on the country. Like, for example, if the Twitter CEO has deleted your clip or whatever you have made on the Twitter, now what is wrong with the people surrounded Buhari to encourage him on what to do? And the person is a foreigner, and he's telling you that what is done is against his policy. Instead of them to be people that are learned, to the people that Nigeria should count upon, they encourage the president to ban Twitters, most especially Lai Mohammed. They are not encouraging Buhari on what is good at all. So the Nigeria country now has become a bamboo, has become an animal before the eyes of the international people. You understand? The international community, I don't know what they are calling this country, but God will help us.